There was I guess a puppy dog emergency in the house. So we got this new dog named Pete, and yeah, he's just been quite a bundle of joy. So sorry about that, everybody. All right. All right. Yeah, we're back. And now we actually have to do the pour. I know we had a lot of people in here like 5 minutes ago, and I had to jump off. So I am very sorry, everybody. Yeah, we're back just a little bit. What got me into pouring? Oh man. I went to the I went to the 2011 Bassmaster Classic. I was in New Orleans that year, and I had never been to a professional fishing event, and I saw kind of for the first time the corporate side of it, right? The money machine that it was, and I was like, I want to be in the fishing industry, but I in no way want to be a tournament angler. That lifestyle sounds miserable. Um, nor would I ever be good enough. So I was like, you know what? I'm obsessed with soft baits. Let's learn how to make them. And back then, that was hard to do. You couldn't just YouTube it. Yeah, it took many months just to even make watermelon red. So that's kind of how it all started. That's a very um, Reader's Digest version. We are making hologram shad 10-inch hand poured ribbon tail worms. Great question. I was actually about to touch on that. So glitter sinking to the bottom. Okay. So we have these molds piping hot, right? If I give it the hot tua, right, it's boiling that spit slowly, as you can see right there. So what I do, the way to combat that is cold plastic, right? So the colder your plastic is when it goes in, the less time it needs to set up enough to where it will hold that flake in place. Um, so I'm pouring this stuff like syrup. That's sort of how you can get the benefits of a preheated mold. That's going to fill in. It's going to fill in cleanly, flat even tops, just like with your swim baits. But you can prevent that flake from sinking just by kind of understanding viscosities, and the way you control that is temperature. So yeah. Popular guy, lots of texts. Yeah, shoot, I wish. Alright. What do I recommend for worm bag packaging designs? Should I print custom worm bags or put a sticker? Honestly, it depends on your need. I'm always of the assumption, unless you have actual retail demand, as in you need your bait on a shelf next to another bait on a shelf and it needs to look good, and unless you have retail demand, packaging does not matter. Some of my I'll show you my packaging. Some of the most expensive orders I make get packaged like this. I do have a bunch of leftover bait bags from when I did have retail aspirations, and once those are gone, I will not replenish them. How do I price open pour baits? Oh boy, that's a tough one. That's a tough one, and honestly, it depends on so many factors. One man's open pour bait is not the same as another man's. Um, there's a lot of factors, buddy. It's reputation, it's demand, it's skill level. Um, that's really hard for me to judge. It's really hard. All right, just like that. I run it at 80 psi. Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna lie. Custom bait bags will make you feel warm and fuzzy. I just think a lot of people would be better off using their resources on developing their skill set and their product. Um, I mean, I've had guys drop $500 orders on me, and they have never, none of those customers have ever come back and said, "Yeah, man, you packaged them really bad." You know, like if the bait's good, that's kind of what they care about. So, um, I wouldn't concern yourself with it unless it's just an itch you gotta scratch. Um, don't spend money on that you kind of know you should invest in other places. Yeah. The heat gun, I was just remelting one of the cavities. I didn't quite dome it off right, so I kind of went back and put a little bit more plastic in it, but it didn't quite um, sink in yet. So I just melted it back on. So, like after I'm done pouring, I like to get down at eye level and just make sure none of the cavities are sunk in, because that means I didn't fill it in all the way. So I just kind of do like a little internal critique and just make sure that all the cavities are full. So. And now that we're done, we get to turn on the fan. Does anybody have any questions or want to hop on and join me? I'm out here for a little bit. Yamamoto's, golly, I can't even speak. Yamamoto Seiko mold. Get the bass tackle version. It dents, but it makes an incredible bait. Lurecraft has an exact copy, but it doesn't inject well. You're going to have a lot of problems. Replica molds. Be nice if the larger bait companies sold molds of their baits. Yeah, I guess they could. No, make your own chameleon. I'd have to ask Travis Crossman what the recipe is for that. He understands color wheel theory and how you get two contrasting colors to morph, tertiary colors, all that kind of stuff. I could ask him what it is, and then sure, that'd be a great video. Yeah, maybe I'll try and do that. I know the recipe for Dead on Plastic's Blue Craw, and you can make it yourself. But yeah, Chameleon, LureWorks Chameleon, that would be a fun one to do. You heard it here first. So, but no, I just have to look into it. So. Well, Michael, most people aren't going to have Jelly Red if you're talking about the MF Jelly Red. The idea is to try to formulate something that everyone. Okay, LureWorks Jelly Red, good. See, that doesn't make any sense at all. Jelly Red, Apple, and Black to get Chameleon. Then the question becomes, how do you formulate Jelly Apple Red if you really want to make it from scratch? Yeah, I'd like to get Travis's take on it because how blue craw is made, you would never put those two pigments together ever and expect it to be decent. So yeah, there are definitely people who really study color theory. Um, yeah, my hat's off to them. So yeah, thanks, Brian. Thank you. I'm hoping to be doing a live bait seminar class at a local high school. I need to um, I need to get the representative to email me back. So, but yeah, that's something I would really like to do. Yeah, I would enjoy that. I would enjoy it. MF Blue Crawl, nice, nice. Do you have to have MF colors to do that? I would imagine so. If it's going to be MF like, just their colors are so unique, all translucent. But yeah, no, I've taught a live bait class in person. I wish I could do more of that, y'all. I wish I could do so many more things. Um, but yeah, I need a 5-inch Cinco or stick bait mold around 80 to 120. What company is reliable for molds? Lots of them, man. Bass Tackle has the 5-inch BT stick mold, and I think it's less than $80. See, if you just want a really good CNC Cinco mold, look at Bass Tackle. I love the live class. Thank you. Yeah, unfortunately, some colors are just gone. And see, and even MF and color technologies, which is LureWorks, certain pigments, over time become unavailable to import, and they've had to change their own formulas. So it's like right now, LureWorks Scuppernong is, if you buy it right now, it is a different Scuppernong than if you bought it 1 year ago. So yeah, things are always changing. So, I mean, I want to say MF had at least 3 versions of the changeable motor oil at one point. So I couldn't even keep up. But that just goes to show how fleeting a lot of this stuff is. You can't take any of it for granted. I still have almost a full bottle, a full pint of the old LureWorks Junebug 125. It's gone forever because the red in it can no longer be sourced. And that's what messed up MF's original motor oil recipe was a red. Getting certain reds became a problem. I showed somebody your swim baits and they love your channel. Awesome. Glad those swim baits are good for something. What would be your very first swim bait mold? What was or what would be now? Greg, I came up with a pretty decent Scuppernong recipe myself. 25 drops plain Jane brown, 5 drops red. Yeah, hold on. 25, 5, 1. It was 25 drops brown, 5 drops black, 1 drop red. And it kind of gives you that kind of dark, brownish red, almost transmission fluid look. Yeah. Maybe we can blame all of this on California. Yep. But I like, what would be my first swim bait mold? Oh, I don't know. That's impossible. I haven't done a lot with metal mist. I've used it, but I can't tell you like a clever way to use it, and it's just incredible. Yeah, I just haven't yet. The DR swim bait's good, but it does not laminate top to bottom. The best trailer mold for a chatterbait. Well, it kind of depends on what you want. I like the ecto crawl on a chatterbait. I like the Zako uh, knockoff mold from Bass Tackle. Um, any little swim bait works. It just, hell, I don't know. Anything you want, really. I mean, there are a lot of molds out there that are like chatter trailers. Anything can be a trailer. Put a AR crawl on the back of a chatterbait and let it rip. So it just depends on what you want. Hmm. Landon, best name ever, buddy. Yeah. You know, just remember when you're using the morph colors like blue crawl or kiwis, it never hurts to give it a little boost, right? So like with blue crawl, a drop of black, a drop of blue, doesn't hurt. Um, yeah. So that's kind of how I like to use it. And generally speaking, look, less is more. Do not oversaturate those changing colors, because then you lose the changeable effect. No. Swim baits make incredible trailers. Oh yeah, incredible. The best day I ever had on a chatterbait was throwing my custom boom shad on the back of it. So, watermelon candy red, very good. Yeah, I think it's important not to add too much to them, that you're actually going to start to affect the ratios, which give them that changeable effect. So, if you were to take blue crawl and you were to add more brown to it in any significant quantity, you're probably going to mess up that whole brown to blue shift. So, for the most part, leave them as they are, but you can always give them a little spike the punch bowl. Some swim baits are better than others, yeah. What website should I get my dyes, plastisol, and glitter from? Honestly, Dead on Plastics has everything you need. I think they have by far the best flakes. They don't have some of the ones that I want. Like I like a lot of the square cut stuff. But if you just want the most high quality flakes that can take a beating, Dead on flakes are incredible. The Dead on Plastisol, I could talk all night about why I think that is really the only option. I mean, the color pigments are completely top notch. They are true non-bleeds. Travis is very good at what he does. I'll just put it that way. I also like to use a lot of Lureworks colors. They've been doing it maybe longer than just about anybody. They supply the production bait world. Look, there's so many places to do it. A year ago I'd have told you MF. So, but if you're just looking for that point of entry and you want to know that you're spending money wisely and that you're gonna get what you need to have the most success, Dead on Plastics. all day long. All day long. That's what I would do. Yeah. Well, I think Trav is trying to avoid color bleeding. I think that's why he hasn't gone with translucent dyes. Exactly, yep. The dyes bleed. It's, don't get me wrong, I'd be all about it. I would be all about him making some MF kind of style colors. I don't know if that's the direction he wants, you know. They can't keep up with demand as it is, so yeah, I'll kind of leave that one up to him. But as a fan, I would love to see it. I would absolutely love to see it. No doubt about it. Do I like the Phantom Core Shot Grub as a trailer? Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, Anthony, hand pouring takes embarrassing amounts of practice. Thank you, Adam. Wait. Adam, I might be making your order like right now. Did you order a bunch of worms? Just the last name Keen rings a bell. Yeah, and I'll tell you something that is underrated about the Phantom is it's an amazing flipping bait, punching heavy color, like Florida flipping. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yes, flipping and punching. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I try to avoid salt for a lot of reasons. The only time I would recommend salt is for a bait that you know for a fact you intend on fishing weightless. Where can I buy your soft plastics? Shoot me a DM on Instagram. That's the best way to talk about baits. Freaking moth. Yep. You know, it's interesting talking about all these colors from a from like a formulation base, right? Like how that pigment is made. You know, when so much of what we do is focused around how do we use those colors, right? You know, how can I take the vast amount of pigment bases out there and marry them together to make something good, particularly if you're trying to really color match like a real photo example. Yeah, that's what I enjoy doing is taking my pigments and turning them into something that they never were made to do, you know, that were never their intention. To imagine greater, you know. All stingers, man. Heck yeah. Yeah. So the Yamamotos, you're saying, have silica filler in them? Yeah, they're also really soft. Oh yeah, man, the color wheel was so much fun. Ha! I'm already getting DMs on Instagram about my last live stream. Thank you, Will. Or William. I don't know what to tell you. I still use the Hobby Lobby glitter. I still have some, yeah. Yep. It was good enough, I did not throw it away. Thank you, Scott. Natural sand from Mexico. Yeah, well, maybe that's why they're so damn expensive. Do I ever triple laminate hand pour the botworm? You bet, man. You can put 4 or 5 colors in there. Yep. All right, let's get one out. See how we did. Hello, Corbin. Yeah. Yeah. I know that lighting has changed a lot, and you're not going to be able to see this worth of doom. It's you just can't see it. Yeah, Greg, I loved doing color of the day. You know what? My next video this weekend about denting, I'll do a color of the day. All right, what color should it be? You tell me, Greg. What color is going to be my next color of the day? And I will do it. Unless it's something I don't know. So, yeah. So I'm just kind of comparing and contrasting to make sure they look the same. Space grass. Okay. Can you send me an example? Or send me a picture. Blackberry. Yeah. Yeah, this came out good. This is what I'm calling simple hologram shad. Yeah, there it is. Yep. Pretty neat. Going to miss MF Dark Watermelon. Me too. I thought I had a pint of it, and I looked the other day, and I'm fresh out. Okay, so the color of the day, space grass. Yes, send me what that looks like. Yep, bear's bait. Oh yeah, man. Now you're talking old school. Delmart used to have colors. Caney Creek molds used to have colors. Bears. Oh yeah, good old days, man. Good old days. All right, guys, I gotta head out. Kids are trying to get to bed. Yeah, so yeah, space grass is a dead-on plastics pigment. That wouldn't really be a color of the day, but yeah, Greg, send me a DM somewhere, like for real. So yeah, DOP. Well, yeah, I only know of space grass. But that's like, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, get a hold of me. So, yeah, thanks everybody. Thanks everybody. Shot some Ned worms in an opaque purple with snowshine. Yeah, dude, how awesome is snowshine? Oh, holy moly. I love snowshine. It's incredible. So, Trump or Kamala. Yep, I think that's a different live stream right there. Yeah, thanks everybody. Thank you everybody. Aaron, actually, yes, I do. The video is titled "What Challenges My Skill Set." I do the 3-layer laminate version of the color that I just did. Michael, I think they do sell Snowshine uncut, so I think they do sell the powder form. All right, I'm out of here. See you, everybody. Oh, maybe not.